All right, so we're back in regards to what I posted last time, which was what I was hoping would show up at Summer Games Fest. And weirdly enough, before, and actually, I think after I had posted that video, Sony had announced that they were going to do a state of play. Or maybe it happened like the day of when I made the video. I don't remember exactly, but there was also a state of play that happened, and then I forgot that Sunday, which is today at the time we were recording this, there was also an Xbox game showcase. So this is in regards to everything that was shown off over all of these events that happened, with the first thing happening with the State of Play, then Summer Game Fest, and then the Xbox game showcase. And I want to start off the video with the thing that made me the most excited, and then we're going to move on to the thing that made me the most depressed, and then we're going to move on to the thing that made me the most angry, and then we'll move on from there. I have a bunch of games listed out, a whole bunch of games that made me interested, or made me excited, or made me curious in a multitude of different ways, and then we'll go on from there, like I said. And the thing I want to start off with is, like I said, it was the thing that made me the most excited. And you're gonna probably have noticed that on the channel I actually uploaded a YouTube short of my reaction to the reveal of Persona 4 Revival, which is the remake for Persona 4 / Persona 4 Golden, presumably. But what I'm thinking is going to happen is that Persona 4 Golden is going to be saved for downloadable content, which is gonna suck, but you know, it is the nature of business. I understand why they're doing it. Regardless though, we got the announcement for Persona 4 Revival, and the thing that I want to start off with before I move on to the thing that made me really upset after this announcement happened is that this made me really happy, because I'm not really gonna get into it, but like Friday wasn't really a good day for me. I just wasn't in like a super downer mood, and then I wasn't really enjoying Summer Game Fest because that was the day when it actually had happened, and something about that day just didn't really do it for me, and I was in a really bad mood. And then Pedro, my friend, who I've mentioned a few times on the channel, was like, oh, but trust, Sunday, the Xbox showcase, they're gonna show off Persona 4 remake. And I was like, yeah, sure. It's not about like whether or not they're going to show it off and if it exists. It's about when are they going to show it off. And I feel like they had to take this opportunity, the first instance that they could, to really show that the game exists, because it basically had already gotten confirmed from a bunch of previous voice actors from Persona 4 Golden and Persona 4 Vanillas. They had already confirmed that the game had existed by simply just saying that they weren't going to be reprising the roles for the characters that they had voiced beforehand, which on one hand, that sucks. I really wish that they would be able to do that, but it is what it is. The thing that really pissed me off after this reveal though was the amount of stuck up, pretentious Persona 5, Persona fans just saying all this stupid shit about Persona 4 and the remake and the trailer and this and that. I hated it. It was like the prime example as to why I don't interact with the Persona fandom at all, because all I've seen from that fan base is just a bunch of vitriol, and I hate it. I'm gonna have to censor a lot of F-bombs. I'm sorry about that. The thing that made me the most depressed was no Kingdom Hearts 4. Moving on. The thing that made me the most angry was Resident Evil 9. And I'm not saying I'm not excited for Resident Evil 9. Resident Evil 9, from just the trailer, like, it's another Resident Evil game. Inherently, that's awesome, and I'm super excited for that. The thing that made me really mad was the way that it was revealed, because they started off like towards the beginning of the event teasing maybe Capcom was going to do something in regards to Resident Evil, but then it didn't happen. Later on during the show, they then like had the voice actress for Lady Demetrius from Resident Evil 8 like talking, and then like one of the directors, I think, or one of the head executives at Capcom, starts talking about how they have something planned, but it's not ready yet, and you're gonna have to wait until later until you can actually see something. So they tease that they basically didn't have an announcement ready yet, and they're saving it for another time whenever it's ready, and it'll happen within a blink of an eye. Fast forward to the last game at the showcase, or the event for Summer Game Fest, they revealed Resident Evil 9. And it just felt so weird. Like, why would they tease that they didn't have an announcement, but then make an announcement for something anyways, in regards to Resident Evil? And it was like, why did they announce it like this? It just came off like so strange and so bizarre. And it made me start thinking that when they said that it had something planned, but it's not ready yet, I'm thinking that it's maybe in regards to something else entirely, and that it had nothing to do with the end reveal or the last reveal of the event, which was Resident Evil 9. But I have no idea if that's what they were actually alluding to. I have no fucking clue. It was really weird. I don't know why they did it like the way that they did, if that was what they were trying to do, but I don't think that's what they were trying to do. Going back though, towards the beginning of Summer Game Fest though, one of the first games that they showed off was Sonic Racing, which I had no interest in until Joker was shown off that he was going to be a playable character in that game, along with Hatsune Miku and Ichiban from the Yakuza series, and then they're also doing a collaboration with Minecraft. Immediately, I was like, screw Mario Kart World, I'm buying Sonic Racing. Like, unironically, I was saying it with my buddy Josh and in the call when we were watching the event. Like, I gotta buy this game now. Joker's in it. You know, as you could tell from the channel, I really like Persona and Joker especially. So, like, am I actually gonna buy it? I don't know. I'm kind of thinking about it. I'm kind of leaning towards the side of, like, not really. I was just saying that for the meme. Next thing, 007 First Light. I think we've been in due for another 007 game. I don't even remember the last time we had a game in regards to James Bond, in regards to Agent 007, you know? And the fact that it's being made by the same developers who made Hitman, IO Interactive, I think it's amazing. And the trailer that they showed off looked really good, and I really liked it. I had a couple of my friends saying like they thought it was whatever, or they didn't really like it, and I thought they were just like hating for no reason. It was kind of bizarre what they were saying about it. Just, I don't know. I'm really excited for it though. I'm really excited to see more information about this game, and I hope that it ends up being a product that is super fun, because like I said, I feel like we're due for another 007 game, and what we had seen so far, it looked really good. Next game, Marvel Tokon Fighting Soul. It's not Marvel vs. Capcom. It is a Marvel 4v4 tag game made by Arc System Works. Arc System Works made Guilty Gear, they made BlazBlue Cross Tag, they made I'm forgetting one of the other games that they made, but they also made Dragon Ball FighterZ, and Dragon Ball FighterZ was a fantastic game. Guilty Gear is also a fantastic series, and the fact that it's this development team specifically that's deciding to make a Marvel tag fighter in this style, the way that they're doing it, and the fact that the game looks amazing. If you need any reason as to understand why this is such a huge deal, go watch Maximilian's dude's reaction to the reveal for Marvel Tokon Fighting Soul, because that pretty much sums it up. Neo 3 was shown off also, and I think Neo 3 looks really cool. I think they said that they have a demo, and I think it's available now, so pretty soon after this video is up, I'm probably have already played the demo, hopefully, and I'm really excited to see what they did different with this game in comparison to the last two they made. At the State of Play, they showed off that they were gonna show off gameplay for Ghost of Yotei, just not right now. They're saving that for next month. When next month? I don't remember if they actually said it was a specific date or not. Really lame that they're waiting until another time to show it off, but at least we actually have confirmation that they're planning on showing gameplay soon, especially considering the fact that Ghost of Yotei is supposed to be coming out later towards the Q3 of this year. I'm pretty sure I'm forgetting the date. Regardless, we actually are getting confirmation that we're supposed to be getting gameplay soon. I'm really excited to see it because I have been dying to see gameplay for this game. The Splitgate's dev and the guy that came out to talk about their Battle Royale mode, wearing a hat that says, make FPS games great again. It was such an embarrassing moment because at first when he started talking and when he was wearing the hat, I didn't take it in a very political way, because like I know it was supposed to be a parody of like a MAGA hat, but I didn't take it as a political stance. I took it as a guy who saw the industry of FPS genre as it was, and he wanted things to actually change for the better. And this is actually very important to me because I used to be a huge Call of Duty player, and a game called X-Defiant recently got shut down, and that shutdown really made me super upset, and it quite literally broke my heart when they announced that they were shutting down that game. And I wish that it didn't happen, but it is what it is. Ubisoft fucked it up for everybody. You know, it happened, but I agreed with what the guy was saying, but then he immediately ruins everything that he had said by announcing a Battle Royale mode, which is another trend chaser that the entire FPS genre has been doing the entire time since Fortnite got really popular with the Battle Royale genre. And then they have these bundles that cost like hundreds of dollars, like 70, 80, 90, upwards to over $100 for bundles. He wants to make the FPS genre great again, but then he does all this stuff with his game. And that's not even trying, I'm not even trying to be disrespectful to the development team, to the devs who are working on Splitgate, because they probably made an amazing game. It just sucks that the guy who came out to try to promote this game ruined it. Ruined it for you guys. Can't wait for Splitgate 3 when they have to try it all over again, because Splitgate 2 didn't make enough money because no one wanted to buy your stupid bundles. Capcom with another title, Onimusha. It's another game in a long-standing franchise that hasn't gotten a new game in a long time, and I thought it looked really good, and I'm really interested to see what they have in store in the future, and hopefully it looks good when we get more gameplay. Square Enix dropped the ball. I already mentioned that they didn't show off Kingdom Hearts, but it's also the fact that at Summer Game Fest, they only had one game, and it's like when we saw their name and like the devs who were supposed to show up there, along with like Xbox and PlayStation and all that, it's just like I was expecting more than just the game that they had shown off, and the one game that they showed off, and the one game that they showed off didn't look all that interesting. It just looked like another Among Us, and it didn't really look all that fun. So I don't know. They really just dropped the ball, not only in regards to them not showing off Kingdom Hearts, which isn't necessarily that big of a deal in the long run. Like, I'm more than willing to wait until they have another appropriate time to really show it off. They have multiple instances this year to show off a trailer for Kingdom Hearts. When are they going to do that? I have no idea. You know, but like I mentioned in my last video in regards to Summer Game Fest, I gotta go back on my hyperbolic time chamber and lock myself in there until the next event and just hope we get Kingdom Hearts. If it doesn't happen, well, I'm locking myself back in there. It's not gonna happen. I'm gonna be hucking that copium until it finally happens. Moving on though, Ninja Gaiden was shown off, or Ninja Gaiden 4 rather, and yeah, it just looks really cool. Ninja Gaiden 2 Black, which was released last year, put a lot of people on the market for another Ninja Gaiden game. So the fact that this is going to be coming out, I believe next year, is very exciting, and I'm very interested to see more. I don't actually know if it's next year or not. It's supposed to be soon though, and I'm really excited to see more of this game. Clockwork Revolution, it's this weird like steampunk aesthetic. It reminds me a lot of BioShock in some ways, with like the shooting aspect and the fact that you have an arm that like controls time and stuff like that. Very reminiscent of BioShock in some ways, but it's got the steampunk aesthetic, which I think BioShock kind of had a lot of inspiration from that too, but not directly. But I just thought the gameplay and the cinematics and like the trailer itself and like dialogue options and the character interactions, just it intrigued me and it made me really want to see more. I thought it was one of the better games that was shown off today at the Xbox Game Showcase, and I'm really excited to see more from this game. I'm really curious as to what they have in store for this, what they want to do with it, and what else they're going to add. I think it's going to be amazing. It got a new game, and for once it's not a mobile game like they had tricked us before. Instead, it's a 3v3 fighter, and I'm really curious as to what they have in store for this. Apparently, from the wise words of Maximilian dude, previous developers who were at the head of Double Helix, who worked on Killer Instinct 2013, are also working on this game. So I can honestly trust the fact that this game is going to be pretty sick. Could the Invincible King have been something different other than another, team fighter? Sure, but the fact that we got this at all is honestly amazing, and I'm interested to see what they have in store with this game. I hope it's fun, I hope it looks cool, and I hope whatever characters they add are super unique and fun to play as. I don't know who they could add, I don't know who they have and as an idea of who they want to add as a character. Some of them are pretty obvious, of course, but when this announcement happened, it made me realize, damn, I really need to catch back up with Invincible, because I haven't seen anything past season 1. So I need to watch, I think there are now 3 seasons, so I need to watch the 2 seasons I missed out on. And then the last game was Black Ops 7. I mean, I don't really know what else to say. If you really want to know my thoughts and opinions about Call of Duty and like what Activision has been doing with this franchise that I believe is just utter garbage, go check out my video that I made about, Activision and their greed and their malpractices that they've been doing behind the scenes, and everything that I believe that they have been doing wrong with the Call of Duty franchise that I believe that has only gotten worse since I had made that video like last year in 2024, which I think was before Modern Warfare 3 or perhaps Black Ops 6 came out. Either one of the two. Yeah, I don't really have much else to say about Black Ops 7. It's just another Call of Duty game, and they're trying to bank off of the nostalgia for people who really like Black Ops 2, but it's not gonna work on me, bitch. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm kind of killing my voice right now. I'm recording this in the middle of the night and I'm tired. I want to go to bed. My throat is killing me. I think I already said that. Yeah, I'm kind of rambling on now, but thank you for watching. I really appreciate you guys and taking your time to hear me ramble on about a bunch of games that I'm potentially excited for. Some of them I'm definitely excited for, and some ones that just utterly piss me off. So yeah, that's pretty much it though. If you liked the video, be sure to like, and if you want to see more, please be sure to subscribe. I want to give a shout out to Renegade Enigma for being a member on the channel. I would really appreciate if you guys consider joining the memberships. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I will see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.